Hi everyone, let us continue our lesson on office safety. In this lesson, we will focus on a few things, namely safety and health measures, rest breaks and exercises. At the end of this lesson, we hope that you will achieve these two objectives. Objective number 1, explain all safety and health measures in office environment. And objective number 2, explain the importance of rest breaks and its exercises. In the previous lesson, we have learned about office environment and hazards that can cause accidents and disease to office workers. Measures need to be taken to ensure the health and safety of office workers. Few safety and health measures that will be discussed in this chapter are office environment, safety in the office, manual handling, keyboard equipment, and rest breaks and exercises. Office environment is a combination of lighting, ventilation, floor space, and air quality. The office can be a healthy and comfortable place to work in if the correct combination of these elements is maintained. Adequate lighting must be provided. Suitable lighting should be provided based on Malaysia's standard for interior lighting. It is advisable to ensure that the lights are cleaned at regular intervals, at least every 6 to 12 months. Ventilation in the office must be adequate. Office should be ventilated either naturally or artificially. This is done by opening the windows or doors and using mechanical ventilation or air conditioning. Workstations should be comfortable with sufficient space. A good rule of thumb for personal space is to allocate 6.25 square meters per individual workstations, including furniture and fitting, but excluding passageways and amenities. Appropriate control measures for the reduction of air contamination include effective air filtration, ensuring that adequate amounts of fresh air enter the building, maintenance of air conditioning units including regular cleaning, and preventing the obstruction of vent. Many of accidents in the office can be avoided by simple planning and good housekeeping. Office machine and equipment should be kept in good working order. Equipment using hand-fed process such as electric staplers and paper guillotines should be guarded and staff are trained in their proper use. Trailing cables should be stored properly. Overloaded circuits, broken plugs and sockets should never be used. Traffic ways and aisles should be well lit and be kept clear of material, equipment, rubbish, and electric leads. Filing cabinets should be placed so that they do not open in the aisles and should never be left with cabinet drawers open. To reduce the likelihood of accidents due to manual handling, the following requirements should be followed. Remove the need for manual handling that could be the cause of the injury. Identify those tasks where manual handling cannot be avoided and assess the risk of injury. Reduce the risk of injury by rearranging the work being done. As an example, reduce the weight of item to be lifted. Provide manual handling training to workers who need it and teach them how to plan a lift. Keyboard equipment that is properly selected, coordinated, and adjusted will help prevent a range of injuries caused by overuse, poor posture, and poor lighting. Adjust the height of the work surface or chair so that the work surface is approximately at finger length below the height of the elbow when seated. For chair, adjust the seat down so that you are comfortable when using the keyboard. Usually, this will be closed to horizontal but tilted slightly forward. Place the keyboard in a position that allows the forearms to be closed to horizontal and wrists to be straight. Set the eye screen distance at the distance that permits you to most easily focus on the screen. Usually, this will be within an arm's length. For desktop layout, place all controls and task materials within the comfortable reach of both hands so that there is no unnecessary twisting of any parts of your body. Rest breaks should be taken if the job requires a sustained period of repetitive or static activity. Frequent short breaks are most effective in relieving the strain associated with keyboard work. A break should be taken for a few minutes every hour. During this break, workers should walk around and perform whatever movement that relieves the feeling of muscle fatigue. A particularly useful method of relieving muscle fatigue is to occasionally alter posture. This is to change from the recommended posture for short duration. To reduce eye strain, take a short breaks and look into the middle distance. If necessary, close the eye and cover them with the hands. Simple exercise for muscle preparation could be performed in the office. This can be done before commencing work and after the lunch breaks. However, it is important to never stretch to the point where pain is experienced. Refrain from doing these exercises if you have a medical condition that could be made worse by stretching. Now, we will show you some simple exercise that can be performed in the office. Let's do it together. Bend your wrist and fingers with your other hands. Bend your elbow slightly at the same time until you feel the stretch over the back of your forearm. Hold the position for 30 seconds. Repeat with other hands. Stretch your arm out in front of you with your elbow straight. Palm facing away from you, fingers pointing up or down. Then, with your other hand, pull your fingers backwards until you feel the stretch over the front of your forearm. Hold the position for 30 seconds. Repeat with other arms. Tuck your chin down onto your chest and gently turn your head from side to side, keeping your chin on your chest. Do this 10 times. Turn your head slowly from side to side 10 times. Interlock fingers, palms up. Stretch arms above the head until they are straight. Do not arch the back. Place feet shoulders width apart, heels on the floor. Swing toes in, then out. Roll the shoulders, raise them, pull them back. Then drop them and relax. Repeat in the opposite direction. Drop left shoulder, reaching left hand towards the floor. Return to starting position. Repeat on right side. Grasp chin, lift leg off the floor. Bend forward, curling the back, with nose towards the knee. Repeat with other leg. Hold one foot off the floor, leg straight. Flex ankle, pointing toes up, and extend, pointing toes toward the floor. Repeat with other leg. Sit forward on the chair and place feet on the floor. With a straight leg, lift one foot a few centimeters off the floor. Hold for a second and then return it to the floor. Repeat with other leg. That is all for our exercise. Remember, the benefit of these exercises is best achieved by a gentle stretching action over periods of at least 30 seconds. As a conclusion for this lesson, let us recap the important points. Safety and health measures must be taken to prevent accidents and development of diseases in the office. Exercises during the break can be practiced by office workers to prevent fatigue and relieve muscle strain.